got Girls Corner.
Yeah, but say.
Well, I almost said it. If you can see, we are doing a part 2. We just talked about vaginas and how men need to stop being so hyper focused on, because it's okay. So I have a question though. Whenever we go to the gynecologist, right? They see us, the whole thing. But why do we as women feel the need to hide our underwears, even though they're going to see us naked? I don't know about you, but I hide my underwear every single time.
Now that you are talking, because Keke fold
when you fold it
and
small,
then you put your clothes on.
I know you put it between your clothes, and then you leave it on the chair. And then eventually they'll tell you like you can wear your clothes, and then you're like still trying to hide it, and it's like
but they always
you just
open
open
you have to wear your clothes.
Yeah, they step up.
Oh, one time when I was pregnant, I was going.
One of BGY lady, she asked me, "Is it okay?" Because she was typing stuff, and I was like, "Please."
I was going for a check, and the nurse said, "Oh, I'm gonna step out." Before I was on, but she said, "Honey," I said, "Won't you come back to see me naked?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, so you can stay." You can stay. She said, "No, let me give you your part." I said, "Don't worry." She still left, and I'm like, "You're gonna come back and see me naked."
I still don't know why, because like when I was giving birth, I was naked all the time.
But you don't want them to see your underwear.
No, yeah, it didn't make sense because every time they come, they go down there, they take it. Some of them even don't ask you, "Excuse me, can I?" So I was always naked. I don't wear clothes in the morning to eat. It's like that. But thinking about it, even when the panty is new pants, you still hide it.
Yeah.
You know what you're hiding?
What?
You're hiding your discharge. I feel like
that is what I'm hiding.
Because sometimes like the discharge does
it has the stain on it.
Yeah, but he's going to bring it all out anyway. He's going to scoop it out.
That's if you're doing an exam. So
and then the funny thing is, whatever it is, they know. Because every time, like, it's the same way, like, you have sex before you go see an OB/GYN.
They know. They know.
Why are we hiding all of this?
They know.
Stuff?
When I found out, I was like, so you know how, like, when you're going to your appointment, don't have sex.
They know for 3 days. They know for 3 days, and they don't care.
That's probably lingering.
Yeah,
they don't care, but they'll rather.
They'll rather not. It interrupts your examination.
Then they should say something.
They don't, because of your profession. They don't.
Especially
care.
if you're going to do like an exam, maybe if you have like an infection or something,
stuff like that.
Don't do it because
So we
then
should consider then.
Well, if you want to,
No, I need to know because you're trying to say, okay, you should tell your partner that I have an appointment with the doctor for 3 days. No, I'm not here today. I'm here 3 days.
No, I told my husband because I remember when I was going through that thing, I was feeling the tingly in my vagina, and I said, "Yeah, don't touch me. I need to go to the doctor. This is like it feels awkward." So I go in, and she's like, "Okay, we'll do your examination." And she's like, "When did this start?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just got married recently, and like it's really uncomfortable." She goes, "Oh, sweetie, you're just horny." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yes, your body is telling you I need more."
You see, and then that one right, you said you should
I went back, I was like, "Hey," she said, "You need actually." It was so funny. And then she was like, "Do you want to have children?" I said, "Honestly, I would like to have children." So she was like, "Okay, well, do what I said, and I'll see you in a few months."
Come to think about it, the first time you also meet with your partner, people hide their underwear.
That is true. Why? Is it a demonic thing, or we feel like it's the most judgmental thing you can
See, it's the most judgmental thing. You know what? I think for me, I stopped feeling vulnerable post childbirth. Right? Once I started, even with JJ, I still felt a little bit uncomfortable. With Aaron, sister Felicia, the way I kind of tore down there, like
You don't
seriously,
care.
yes. And then when the nurse came and she was like, "See, it's the most vulnerable thing a woman has."
Yes.
And literally, the woman had to help me wear Pioto and put pad in it. And I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God, why do women even put ourselves through it? This is the most vulnerable shit we'll ever do in our life, and we keep doing it. Like it feels weird for us to like do it, but tomorrow, if you ask me if I want more children, I'll tell you yes, because I do want more children. But I've completely forgotten about like the pain and everything. I still remember the experience. It's like we're hiding. Okay, seriously, I think we're hiding the most vulnerable aspect of it, which is the Pioto, because it's not all the time the Pioto looks the way it's supposed. Even if it's new underwear you're wearing, I
But the funny thing is,
guarantee
it's
you.
still inside though.
Yes,
It's
she
not
you
only
fooled
inside
it.
because you can walk. You know, women sometimes go commando. So think about it. If I'm walking in, if I don't have anything, I'm fine. But if I have underwear and you are checking me, I'm hiding the underwear.
Anyway,
Because
my
it's
next
funny
checkup, I
how
will
people
go
What?
commando.
You want?
I go commando. I wear jeans with the underwear.
They say, I know. They don't need to
Is
say
it too rough on your?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it'll be
I'll
fine.
find
I
I
like
wear
leggings
dress.
without underwear,
Yeah.
but jeans to me is a bit.
Or I'll wear
I
a
don't
new
do
one and
commando. I don't
purposely
know.
leave it
I don't
out
do
there.
that.
They don't even check.
Actually,
I don't
you
care,
know
but I
what?
want to
You
do
don't
it.
do commando.
Actually, we
I
should
don't do
put it in
commando
a
to
tent.
go anywhere.
If people
I'm
can
sorry.
try. Really?
Not even
I don't need my.
to do in your house.
No, she means to go out.
Oh.
I don't need my butt.
Oh my
jiggling
God!
all
If I
over.
was,
Oh, my
if I-
back don't jiggle. Our back is firm.
Let me tell you something.
Commando to Walmart.
if I was skinny like a
And then
stick,
the color that goes there when
It's
you're
so
walking.
good.
No, I don't.
no,
like the
if I
feeling.
if I
It's too
was
much.
if I was
Only
like a
like
stick
it's
and
nice,
I not
it's
sorry,
comfortable.
I'm not saying being a stick is bad, but if I was like a really skinny person, like no big butt, or maybe I had a butt, no rolls, nothing. Oh, I would never buy underwear or a bra ever.
You just go.
Why would I waste my money? What do you mean why? I don't need it. Everything is on. The reason we wear a bra, honestly, is
To
to
keep
look
things where
decent,
they
to
were.
look up, right? And so you don't want to go sit in front of your boss and
Which is why I'm upset that
So-
I didn't know people were going like freeing the tatas when my tatas was like. I would have.
That time you would have-
I would have freed it a lot.
No, but there are women nowadays with big breasts who don't
Who
wear
free
it.
the tatas?
And I want to get comfortable like that, but I'm sorry, but I feel like you would just be seeing why my nipple is talking to the ground.
As for me, I do a lot
No,
of
but
free
the thing
tata.
is,
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah, you do.
I do it. I do it. And it's,
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
But seriously, why are we doing it?
Why are we
you
having that?
ladies out there, tell us. Like, you know you be folding yours too.
Tell us
if you
why.
are wearing the leggings, you put it there. You are hoping
Sometimes
that
I even put it in my pocket.
Yeah, actually, we should.
I hide it in my purse.
Or my bag.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
go the way
no,
I put
no,
it in my
this is
bag.
the thing.
Oh, for me, and I don't. Let me know if you've done this. If you haven't, like, maybe it might just be me. If maybe my appointment is in the afternoon,
I don't.
and I like peed throughout the day.
You
wash
wash it before
them.
you
When
go.
I get to the appointment,
You use
when
the
I tell the nurse, is it okay if I use the bathroom real quick? And then I go to the bathroom, and then I'll wipe
And
the...
paper towel, and I wipe it. No, I wipe it and I'm like, I don't want them to think I smell like pee.
This is so sad.
Oh,
But I will take extra precaution. And I'm like, Queen, if there's anything, the doctor will find out. And then within a few minutes, this is you.
No, the thing is, that's you before they even walk in. So they walk in greeting your
Greeting your
vagina.
vagina.
I want to know, do men take theirs off when they go for their little exams too?
Yeah.
Do they hide theirs?
Everybody.
Do you feel like they think
A lot of
need to
men
hide
wear
theirs?
We don't
boxers.
know.
Unless
They wear
it's
boxers
torn.
without underwear.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the boxers and then the
I also
pants.
have a question too. Sorry, this is not gonna make the video. I have a question. No, so I at first I told my husband I wanted a male doctor, gynecologist, right? Because I feel like women feel like
Sometimes
some
they
women
can
feel
be
like because they feel like they've done it. You can also do it, but men it's kind of like if he saw his wife in that situation, he's more
They're
gentle.
more like
So he
empathetic.
said, my husband was like, I don't want no man touching you. I was like, whatever. But then he said he don't want a man doing his exams. He wants a woman. So I'm like, wait, it's double standard.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
We
can
don't
also
have-
be like, why you not having the same sex? Check yours because you don't want a man checking me because you feel like he's like, no, I don't want a man looking at. I said, do you think I want a woman touching you? So why do men do that? I want to know, but it's just a.
I have had both. My only conclusion is when they are older, when the women are older,
The more
they are more
sensitive.
sensitive to you.
Yeah, I agree.
When the young ones, sometimes when they don't even say nothing, the way they do the shit stuff is very...
No.
I don't know.
I
but my
know.
You know, I had
Your
a
first doctor was a
yes.
white woman. When
She
I went, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, and also I had a lady in Arlington that I did not connect. She's older,
I didn't connect
and I
with her
felt.
either.
I'll be honest. The whole time I felt she was judging me. I felt she was like. I felt very uncomfortable with her, and then she
don't
was
want
a female. And then when I left her, I scheduled for the same place for a different doctor. She was younger. She was Middle Eastern, and she was very she made me feel connected, and I wanted to go there more.
Dr.
So
Agawa,
I
shout
feel
out.
like
She told me it's
But
okay to gain
so
weight.
so I think it depends on the doctor.
Yeah.
Some,
It depends.
It depends on the doctor.
Yeah.
Because I've had, like, for OBGYN, I've always had, like, a black female doctor. You all know me. What is it?
Power to
Power
the people.
to the people. I love our
Uganda.
people. And I feel like
Are you
they...
not from
they
Ghana?
they relate more. For me, if you're a black doctor, you're my doctor. That's like me, because I feel like I can come freely and talk to you. Wakanda forever. But I've always, so for me, but there have been other appointments where I've had like a Middle Eastern female doctor also look at me. Very friendly. She really made me feel comfortable. I've also had because it's Kaiser, of course, I've also had a white male doctor look at me, very attentive to, like, you know, he was actually
White
the
male
person that told me, like,
good.
I was like a 1.5 inch when I said the other lady said it was 1. He's like, well, this is like an additional half if it helps. You know, when you are close to the delivery, you want things to happen. And then, of course, I've had the African male doctor too. That was really great. So I think it really depends. Plus, if my delivery story, on the other hand, I have things to say.
Yeah, we still
when
need
I've
to
had
do
like
our
other
childbirth movie.
when I've had
Yeah,
like
we
other
should.
experiences. So it's not the same. Then again, for physician, I've gone through different physicians at my facility, but then there's this one guy. When I was doing it, I spoke to my husband. I was like, I think this time I don't want a woman. I'm gonna, because the options were limited, right? So I picked this Middle Eastern man. He's not very tall, and I picked him. And when I went for my appointment, the guy was so judgmental. I don't even know why I haven't switched him on the app yet. I need to.
You need to.
Because, you know, usually they do step out to allow you to change, unless you're like, it's okay. He didn't ask me if I wanted a chaperone. Most of the male doctors they always say, do you want a chaperone?
It's for
He
the
didn't ask me
safety
if I
of
wanted
your
a
job.
chaperone. He just told me, take your clothes off.
Oh, no.
And then I was like, I felt violated, but I did take my clothes off. And then when I took my clothes off, after he examined it, was under my arm. And then when he finished examining me, you know what he told me? Oh, you just had a baby. You are just getting fat. That's why. Yes, he dismissed it until I met a white. I met a white male doctor when like it got really bad, and I went to him. Then he was like, "This is serious. You need to see a dermatologist." I see the dermatologist. She's like, "What did the first doctor say?" He said I was getting fat. She said, "Isn't it insulting the way they treat us?" And she's not even black. She's Middle Eastern. So she's like, "It's just insulting to dismiss the things that are happening to our body." And she's like, "No, this is a real thing. It happens to a lot of women within your culture." And
I
was like,
reported a nurse in Kaiser one time.
Yeah.
Phoebe, when I gave birth, she was giving injection. She goes like that. Look at how fat the baby is.
she ain't fat. She's chubby.
Who does that?
Okay, I think anyways, Kaiser, their Middle Eastern male doctors are full of crap. I've had 3, and they all were shit.
Yeah,
all honesty.
I've had the Asian
They made
one
me.
too, who told me that the pain is in my head. I should.
The Middle Eastern one, the Middle Eastern one. First of all,
That would be
he
so
was
bad.
so bad. Gave me the wrong medicine. I saw a Nigerian woman, and she said he's trying to kill you. And I said, really? She said, why would he give you this medication? He's gonna just make you wanna die. I was like, see, thank you. And then that woman, pay attention when you go to the hospital. Like, this is turning into a whole nother thing. Yeah.
But we're telling you, like, for me, ask my parents. I'll
Yeah,
tell you. I told my dad,
for me.
find a black doctor.
Yeah.
One of your own, because sometimes they hear you better.
Yep.
We're not like, and then like Vertisa said, sometimes you'll find a white male doctor that
They're like the nicest. I don't know how they're women. Anyways, I met one, and she I'm a vet real quick. She came into the appointment, right? And she did not even check my chart to make sure I passed my glucose test. She said, you've already gained too much weight. You need to be careful so you don't fail your glucose test. You know, I had so much pride. I said, I already took it last week. I passed. You see? Because that shit is problematic. But if you remember when it was you I went to my appointment for Dr. Matura, and when I told her, like, I'm gaining weight, she said, sweetie, you were pregnant. Let it go. You're supposed to gain weight. Like, Dr. Agawa was like, I told her, I said, can you believe this woman told me I'm getting fat? She said, she told a pregnant woman she's getting fat.
I think some of them, they don't think of how sensitive it is.
No, and she was also a steak. I really want to say, I don't think she has children.
Yeah,
Because
some of them, they've
you
never
could not have
kids.
had children. And then when I told her Dr. Walter said he could remove the skin tag, you know what she said to me? I don't know why he would say that. We don't do that. And I said, well, he said he could do it for me whenever he wants to. After that, I called them and I was like, I need to go. I cannot keep going with these people because all of them are nice
And you
except for
should
that one.
always change when they are.
Yes,
when they don't
women,
talk to you.
if you
well.
sense it, grow. You don't owe
I
them
change.
anything.
I
Oh,
change.
Felicia, she goes through them like
I mean,
water.
the thing is, if you also go for medical care and like maybe you went to the emergency and you're feeling fine within get up and leave.
Yep.
The more doctors you see, the more you pay.
Yep.
If you don't feel like you need the service, get up. If
yes,
you're being dismissed within the service,
Get
up
up.
and leave.
Yes,
You
yes.
pay them.
Yep.
They are your, what do you call it?
They are working
You
for
work
you
for
at
they
that
work for you.
moment.
And I
Yes.
say this too: if you go into a facility and the receptionists are rude, you don't need to be there.
Yes.
Because a doctor
It
who
reflects
allows
on them.
their receptionist to talk to patients
Meaning
like
the
that,
doctor,
that doctor
yes.
don't speak.
Yes.
It reflects
You know,
on the
unless the
doctor.
receptionist is doing it on the back end. But me, if you disrespect me, I tell you, and then when I have my appointment, I tell the doctor, and I
Doctor as
never show
well,
up again.
yes.
I've canceled so many appointments.
So,
Nobody
yeah.
will advocate for you.
Yeah.
So you have to know what you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Me,
Look
you
at
can't
us.
come
We're
talk
giving
to me.
people advice.
No, if you don't advocate for
that's
yourself,
true.
how are you
You
gonna
know?
tell your kids? Like you see that woman who was trying to cut the line at the mall, and I cursed her out. I didn't actually curse her out. I just spoke to her using proper English. Shouldn't say anything. I said no, because what you're teaching the
Yeah,
girls
just
is
finish her
they
life
should
without
allow
saying anything.
somebody to do. Oh no. And I told her, I was like, no. If I was pregnant, I wouldn't have said anything. But since the baby is already out of me, I must say something. I am ready.
That's the African superstition. Don't mind.
Nowadays I'm ready to fight you.
Sometimes
on
you don't have to talk. Your face expression let them know what they are doing is
No,
wrong.
Sister
No,
Felicia,
some
some
people
people
also
need to
have
hear.
to
Tell
talk.
them.
Yeah.
Because, see, I went to the African store with my mom. This lady, chit-chatting with the lady, clearly was trying to cut us. And I go, Ma. And then my mom goes, Ma. I said, Mama, Daddy, anything you feel like, she was your man and me. No, you won't cheat me. Before I even, like, when I said, and then the lady she was talking to said, but your mom show me, and I said, I won't insult her, but I would tell
But
her,
then you
"Ma,
put her in
I'll-
place.
yeah, no.
We have that way
to
let
say,
you know.
I'm not gonna curse you
I
about.
will insult you. I will give you
Nowadays,
that
I don't
power. I
let
won't-
people do. You can't walk over me. Excuse
yes,
you. I'm
you
a whole
should say
Bertusa Martin.
something.
I'm Minnie G. You serious? I'm somebody's mother. You cannot. No, people be taking advantage of people. Like my mom too. Sometimes I have to tell her she was letting this white guy disrespect her, and she wasn't gonna say nothing. I had to give it to her. I said you could disrespect my mother any day. When I'm standing in front of her, you don't disrespect my mother in my presence. How dare you? He was now calling me ma'am. I said yes.
My
sir."
old manager that I left the job, it was because
What
she tried
was
to
that?
insult my
What
mom.
was that?
And that's why I quit, because I cursed her out.
You
I
can't.
was like, see, you can insult me, but when that insult tends to
my parents,
my mom,
my dad, my siblings,
siblings,
no,
family,
You
any
don't-
of the children.
You don't go there.
Oh, you bring your mom.
We gotta
to me.
fight, and I don't even know how to fight.
For me, I don't know if I can say I don't know.
We
You don't
can, yeah.
have math. So
We only have
By
mouth.
the time you finish using your mouth, you
They
won.
have mouth,
Yeah,
but they
that's
have
what
people
that
who also
matters.
fight.
Yeah.
Don't try.
Don't try. I can call her name right now. She'll come. I really, mommy. Anyways, on that note, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
What
This
are we talking
The
about?
vagina. Are you hiding? Are you hiding your underwear at the doctor's office? Why are you hiding
Why
them?
you
Let
doing
us
that? Let us know.
And
Yeah, let us
if any
know
of the
why.
things we said really you can relate,
Yeah.
please comment. We want to hear
You
your
should,
get
yeah.
your feedback. You should comment. Let us know because it's serious. Why are we hiding it?
I don't
We
know.
think it's the discharge in the
I don't know. Next time I'm gonna.
No,
bring
but
it
I'll
down
do
on
it.
my
Me
way.
too. I
Just to
purposely
see
leave
if
it.
I'll still like
I will leave it on my
consciously-
back. I will
Because I
purposely
put on
do
the
it.
chair.
can't.
I'll see.
I'll do it.
I cannot. I'm just putting that out there. Anyways,
I'll take
yeah.
pictures.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit it all, hit the guntier, hit the notification bell button. So when we post the video, you're the first to be notified.
Exactly.
We're still looking for somebody to do our intro video thing for
We
us
are,
and the
yes.
pictures. If you're willing, if you're available, we
Let
will
us
love
know.
you. Let me tell you, if you sow a seed into this ministry here,
I know. God will bless you.
Wait, that just made me. Before we leave,
Because
eh,
when we get there, right, we're
Okay.
going to remember the photographer that took you there.
Someone-
the musician that took
someone
you there.
said-
And
we will
then,
elevate you as
how
we
Steve
get
Harvey works with his family. You become our family.
Yep.
And then we'll all
we connect
go
you.
together. Yes.
Somebody said this. People need to stop bringing God in everything they do, right? Because you know Tiwa Savage. Somebody sang "Go Find Me." We all know what that song is about.
Yes.
This girl, she said on stage, she said, "You know, when I wrote the song "Somebody's Son," I wasn't even thinking of a man. I was thinking of Jesus Christ." She said, "He's somebody's son. He's going to find me." Anyways, so I just wanted to share that. So yes,
Oh, God.
God girls are
Out.